Hello everyone, my name is Roya and you are watching Unicorn Hunter Books. A little bit ago, I think like last week or something, I did a book haul because I really did not think I would acquire any more books in the month of... However, my house is getting worked on right now. The floors were falling off, so we had to get new floors, and it has been extended. The work is not taking as short of a time as we thought, and so naturally I just had to get more books because I was just really upset. And what do you do when you're upset? Get books! So the first two that I have to show you guys, I got with store credit at Powell's, and the third and final one I got from Amazon. It was a really cheap, like $8 Amazon order. And then I will also be telling you guys what I plan to read for the TheOneReadathon, which is a fantasy-based readathon that starts on April 29th and goes until May 12th. So the first book that I got at Powell's was The Singer's Crown by Elaine Isaac, I guess. And this is about a boy who is a prince, and then his throne is stolen by his uncle, who kills his whole family, and he basically has to become a bard of sorts, I guess, and that just sounds so cool. It sounds somewhat similar to The Last Song Before Night, which Kelsey from the Fancy Hat Lady Reads was just talking about on her channel, and that sounds really good too. So the other book I got at Powell's is Lavondis by the author of Mythago Wood, which I read like 5 years ago when I was reading all of the World Fantasy Award-winning books. And finally, the one that I did not get at Powell's is The Girl in the Picture by Alexandra Monier, and I've still not read any of her books, but I am absolutely fascinated with the fact that she writes songs about her books and actually puts them on YouTube, and they're on iTunes and whatnot. Like, she's a recording artist and she's an author, and that's awesome because, you know, I've been a musician for the past like 6 years, and I've been an author for like my whole life, and especially since I'm not in a band anymore and everything, it just makes me really happy to see that people can be an author and be a musician at the same time. But anyway, this is a YA thriller, which is a little bit different from all of her other books. Like, she writes in so many different YA genres. It's so interesting. So this one is about a girl and her best friend, and it's told in dual perspectives, and the boy that one of them was dating is killed, and he's in a picture from the day before with the other girl, and it's obvious that the picture heavily implies that they were together or something. So basically, was she cheating on her friend, and did one of them kill him? And it just, I mean, that sounds really weird, but the summary actually makes it sound really interesting. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. So now for my TBR for the TheOneReadathon. This is a fantasy-based readathon that has several different challenges. I'm not going to attempt all of the challenges because I really was not able to double up on any of them at all. They were pretty much all challenges that I really only had one book for, or a couple, or like I couldn't cross over any of the challenges. So I don't think I'm going to be attempting all of the challenges. But anyway, the first challenge is a standalone fantasy. So for that, I'm going to read The Singer's Crown because I'm so excited to read this. Next is a fantasy under 300 pages. I'm going to read Six of Swords, and this is 275 pages or something. For 1,000 pages, I'm going to read The Fires of Heaven by Robert Jordan, which obviously I'm reading in May anyway for the Watt-along read-along. For a book with queer representation of some kind, I am reading Karen Memory by Elizabeth Bear. This was already going to be my next audiobook until the audiobook of The Fires of Heaven is able to be checked out from the library. When that happens, I will switch to that one, but since I already have Karen Memory checked out on audiobook, I'm going to start with that one. This is Horatio. He's gotten really big since the last time he was in a video. He's gonna jump onto my bookshelves still if I'm not careful, even though he doesn't really fit. But I'm gonna hold him because he wants to pick a fight with iPod, and he's not really living in iPod's room with her during the floor repair, but he is staying in here while I am in here. And I come home to play with him every day. Hi, kitty. Meow meow. And I've been playing with him for like 2 hours today, and he's still not the least bit tired. He's seriously just like crazy. But hey. So finally, the last book that I'm going to attempt for this readathon, sorry kitty, is The 12 Kings of Shanghai, and this fulfills the challenges of a non-European setting, which I assume means non-Western in general, and a person of color as a main character. So those are the books that I got and the books that I am going to read for the readathon. So if you have any thoughts on any of those books, if you've read any of them, please let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. And if you're participating in the One Readathon, please let me know what you will be reading and what book you are most excited to get to, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!